Well, we are following breaking news out of Israel. A Hamas surprise attack left hundreds dead, and now Israel is retaliating. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said today, quote, "We are at war." Tom Makaitis, a DePaul professor with expertise in terrorism and insurgency, joins us live to talk more about this unfolding situation. Tom, I want to start with, can you give us a perspective from prior clashes between the two? How bad is this?
This is the most severe incident in many years, and they have not been caught this flat-footed since the 1973 Yom Kippur War, which was almost exactly 50 years ago. I think one of the incredible soul-searching conversations that's going to happen after this is over is how such a sophisticated intelligence apparatus failed to get even an inkling of what was about to take place, or if they did, they failed to act on the information they had.
Do you have any guesses on that? That's what everybody's been talking about. How could they not have known this was coming?
Well, it's being compared to 9/11, and there are a couple of possibilities. One is complacency. They have such an elaborate security network in place and high-tech surveillance and so on. But again, we keep getting beat by low-tech, that they may have taken warnings as, oh, well, this is normal background chatter, nothing to worry about. This has been going on for months. The other thing is interagency cooperation. You know, you've got the Shin Bet, which is the domestic intelligence equivalent of the FBI, the Mossad, and so on. And, you know, as with any bureaucracy, they don't always communicate as effectively as they might.
We're just getting details about it, but I mean, thousands of rocket attacks, infiltrators just going into it, using bulldozers to break through the fences. They're going by sea, by air. We heard powered parachutes. I don't think we've ever heard anything like this before.
It certainly is a surprise, and I think one of the tough questions they're going to have to face too is what about the border security that is really Egypt's responsibility, the western border of Gaza and the seacoast. And it's clear they were able to get an incredible amount of weaponry in there, and then to keep it secret for a very long time and to use it quite effectively, which, you know, raises all kinds of questions. Did they get any outside help? But certainly this was very carefully planned and very well executed, horrific as it was.
Well, Israel is already saying that it's Iran that provided the weaponry.
That's entirely possible. I think, you know, where it came from for me is less of a concern is how did it get in there? Given as tightly sealed as the Gaza Strip is supposed to be, clearly they don't have, you know, neither Israel nor Egypt has adequate security on the border to prevent it. And the other thing is they swarmed the Israeli defenses. They went through in something like 17 places. We think, we don't know. Now, the real worry, of course, is the danger of this spreading, because Hezbollah has been rattling the saber a bit in the north in Lebanon. And everyone is also watching, keeping a wary eye on the Palestinian territories, which are governed by the Palestinian Authority, not by Hamas.
I do want to look at it domestically as well. Should we be on guard, not for attacks with them, but what's going to happen here in the United States with emotions so strong right now?
I don't think we have any particular concerns for becoming a target. These organizations are focused on one thing, and that's the struggle over Palestine-Israel. I think it's already become a domestic political issue. The president came out very strongly condemning the attack, as he should have, promising aid and staunch support for Israel. But that's not going to stop people from across the aisle, you know, saying, oh, we should have done this, we should have done that, had we done more against Iran, you know, and so on. I don't know how much traction they're going to get from it, since both parties are pretty strong and outspoken in their support for the state of Israel.
Well, we are going to learn more in the coming days, and I think, Tom Makaitis, you will be a part of that. We appreciate you joining us. DePaul University history professor and expert in terrorism. Thank you very much.
Happy to help.
All right.